The ambitious project could receive funding as part of the government's commitment to reaching net zero emissions by 2050. Once operational, the site is expected to meet about 7% of the nation's demand for power. EDF Energy announced last year it has applied to build the power plant on the UK's east coast, with construction penciled in for 2024. Government insiders have now claimed the project has emerged as a forerunner in the net zero strategy paper. The document will set out a roadmap for Prime Minister Boris Johnson and cohort to slash the UK's greenhouse emissions. With the COP26 climate summit in Glasgow just around the corner, the government will be keen to highlight its green credentials on the international arena. To date, offshore wind and solar power have dominated the conversation surrounding low-carbon energy production. However, countries including France and Hungary have recently called on nuclear to be part of the green revolution. The UK could now be set to capitalise on the push for nuclear, according to a report in The Telegraph. Insiders have told the publication the government will announce funding for the Suffolk plant before the 2024 election. At present, the UK is home to 13 operational nuclear reactors that generated about 20% of the country's electricity in 2020. But the government is looking to expand the UK's nuclear capacity as part of the Prime Minister's 10-point plan for a green industrial revolution. The paper, which was published last November, vowed to generate clean power with offshore wind farms, nuclear power plants and by investing up to £500 million in new hydrogen technologies. A spokesman for the government said, "Nuclear power has a key role to play as we work to build a strong, homegrown energy sector to further reduce our reliance on fossil fuels and exposure to volatile global gas prices." We are seeking to approve at least one more large-scale nuclear project in the next few years to strengthen energy security and create thousands of jobs. The Sizewell C site is being developed by the French-owned EDF Energy and, to a lesser extent, the China General Nuclear Power Group. Some energy experts have, however, questioned the role outdated nuclear technology will play in the future. Professor Charlie Wilson of the Tyndall Centre for Climate Change Research at the University of East Anglia, argued earlier this month wind power is cheaper and more efficient. According to the expert, electricity generated by wind turbines costs about £40 per megawatt-hour, compared to the £92.50 of the Hinkley Point C nuclear plant in Somerset. He told the BBC, "The game-changing technologies around storage and flexibility mean intermittent renewables, like large offshore wind farms, are now viable as a reliable generation source." We've seen in recent years phenomenal improvements in battery technologies which are now being deployed throughout the electricity system. According to the Prime Minister's 10-point plan, nuclear power can provide a clean and reliable source of energy. Towards this goal, the government said it would invest up to £385 million in the Advanced Nuclear Fund, as well £215 million being invested in small modular reactors. The government said, "We are also committing up to £170 million for a research and development programme on advanced modular reactors." These reactors could operate at over 800 C, and the high-grade heat could unlock efficient production of hydrogen and synthetic fuels, complementing our investments in carbon capture, utilization and storage (CCUS), hydrogen and offshore wind. Our aim is to build a demonstrator by the early 2030s at the latest to prove the potential of this technology and put the UK at the cutting edge against international competitors.